view, right? I got a good job.
Hello, it's Doris with Aldi Books, and today I thought I would show you all the journals. Finally, I've been teasing you for, I feel like, years, maybe just months, but anyway. Bookish content though. I actually started The Trees by Percival Everett after filming my last video. Heidi says that we didn't actually make a hard and fast buddy read. She just had FOMO when she saw it on my shelf. So she started it and told me she started it. So then I freaked out and started it too. And oh my gosh, this is so good. I am 100 pages in, a third of the way through, and I have never laughed so hard. This is very Southern, very, very crass, and like it's gonna get like serious. It's got a serious message, and Everett Till. Oh, sorry, not Everett, Emmett Till. Sorry, but the way he is spoofing the white community. Anyway, this is a journaling video, but it's a bookish channel, right? So anyway, if you've watched my journaling videos before, I have been in the Midori, well, it's called a Traveler's Notebook now. I've been in it off and on through the years. I did the Leuchtturm, pretty dedicated for a few years, most of my booktube career. But, and I tried the Hobonichi last year, and I've tried the Hobonichi before, and speaking of FOMO, I get like serious FOMO still to this day every time I watch a Hobonichi video, but they just don't work for me. I'm a messy Marvin, and those pages getting smudged all the time, it's just, yeah. Heidi's loving it though. I re-gifted, Kathy Grimm gave me hers, and I re-gifted it to Heidi, and she loved it so much she got a second one, but she's using pencil. She's so smart. Anyway, so I moved back into the Traveler's Notebook last year when the Hobonichi wasn't working, because I don't know. But this year I don't have access. Like I'm sure I could find one, but you know, I haven't been doing hardcore journaling or planning. Oh, I forgot to get my planner, my school planner. I haven't been doing hardcore planning. It's just been like super chaotic and minimal over the last year. I'm trying to get back to it. Oh, I lost my planner. Oh, there it is. It's on my messy desk. So what I'm saying is I just have grabbed what I could find locally at Muji. If you are in Asia, I think Muji may be a Japanese franchise. I'm not sure. I think Cousin from Always Doing probably knows this, but they're in the malls here, and I just love me some Muji. It's like this hybrid of the Gap. So very classic, minimalist clothing, all in neutral tones. So navies and tans and creams and blacks. And then there's a little housewares section, and there's a little tiny planner section, and there's organizational section. Oh, it's a dream store. I love it. So anyway, I just grabbed a few things there, and I'm making them work for me. So I found this little tiny desk calendar, and I modified it. I cut the ends so it would be a booklet instead of a standing desk calendar. But this is my little running notebook. So cute, so cute. So I'm just coloring in the date every time I go running. And then on the flip side, I'm recording the miles I ran for the month and my fastest mile. So it's really working for me, motivating me to get up off my tail and go now and again. So there's my little running journal. I also got another calendar because I like to have a planned out, like a pre-printed calendar to work from. So in this one, I'm just recording my mid-month book bash each month, which it's coming up tomorrow, and just any travel dates and days off, important dates, that sort of thing. I used to keep my videos on here on my calendar like this, but that's been so haphazard lately. No need, no need. And then on the flip side of these is a dated list portion, and I really like these. My traveler's notebook had this, and I think Hobonichi as well also. I really like these for writing down when I finish books, so to keep the books each month on here. And I tend to make the nonfiction and the fiction different colors so they jump out easily when I'm checking my stats for the month. And I also usually color code at least, I've color coded lots of things through the years, but I usually, if it's a 5-star read, I'll color it gold, and if it's an especially not good book, I'll color code it purple on the little number. I haven't done that yet, but I think I will do. So this is working really well for me. This is a tea bottle label that I peeled off. This is one of the super popular teas here in China, and they're all different flavors, and they have these funky labels, and I love them. So that's 2. What's next? Oh, then I have this tiny little notebook that one of the kindergarten kids gave me. I think possibly he had a big bunch of them, so maybe his mother designed it or something. But I'm using it for my list. So these are 3 that I need to add to it. I'm using it for my list for the year. So anything that's a year-long list. So I've got my bookish plans for the year, all my other plans. I went over those with you. My book naturalist list for this year. Little check off Instagram goals. My China library list. Book naturalist for next year. So anytime I come up with an idea for a specific month, I'll pencil it in so I can erase it if I find a better option. Buddy reads. Notice I didn't write the trees, but I did. Well, you don't know that I didn't, but I went in and wrote it after the fact, after I was confused. But those are just year-long lists I'm putting in there as I think of them. And I do have one more clean-ish traveler's notebook that I started. This is just blank pages. I was going to journal in it or doodle or whatever, and never did. So you can see I started it in 2021 and never used it, and now it's 2023. So the only thing I did last year was I let the kindergarten class I worked with autograph it for me. And then this year I've started over. So this is the only thing in it thus far. This is a kumquat, and I've been meaning to watercolor it, but I'm kind of intimidated about getting the watercolors out. I don't know. I think once I get them out, it'll be okay. It's just starting the thing, you know? And then finally, not finally, I have this too still. But this I grabbed at Muji as well. This is just a plain graph notebook, but I'm just using it for random journaling. So 2023, and so far I have these. I don't know what I'm doing yet, so I'm just haphazard, and that's okay. I just have these 3 pages done. So it's just, and mostly this is happening on vacation and weekends because my work life is just consuming, especially during the week. And then just some random ephemera and pens and stickers in here. So then the last thing is my old traveler's notebook. So last year, and I think I will film a flip through of this for you eventually. But last year I had the one that had, this one that had the calendars that I mentioned. So I really like a pre-printed calendar. It just really works for me. And this one is done. I just have not taken it out because, it's just stored in here. But then this front one I was using as my weekly planner, but I didn't do weekly planning last school year. So I ended up, it has some lists in the front and the book list that I mentioned. But then the planning pages, I just ended up doing once a month. I would do a spread for journaling purposes, just to record the month. I want to remember my baby's graduation, right? So that's what happened there, and I'll do a flip through for you of that. But I got to the midway point, so this is halfway, and the year ended, and I still had half of it to go. So I thought, why not just continue with the once a month thing? It's getting kind of fat, but that's okay. It'll hold 12 more spreads, right? So I'm doing that again this year, just the one spread a month, just to hold my ephemera and some random thoughts. So this is the intro page. I got that from the hotel, the kids' craft room. I also nabbed some stickers. They were doing the Chinese New Year red envelope. They were decorating them as a kids' craft at our hotel. So I grabbed that, and one of my students drew this cat. So in China, it's the year of the rabbit, which is why. But then in Vietnam, it's the year of the cat. And then last year was the year of the tiger here in China. So I like the combination of the cats / tigers and rabbits on this page for 2023. This is ephemera. I think this is from a beer bottle, and this is from a strawberry box. So then this is my January spread. So fireworks. I collected fireworks wrappers from the beach. Fireworks are insane during the New Year / Chinese New Year / Spring Festival. So I collected lots of cool fireworks wrappers from the beach. So that's one of them. This is my new sweater tag, another beer wrapper, and these were my new glasses prescription, and just some random photos I printed and journaling. This is a red envelope that I nabbed, more photos and more fireworks wrappers. So yeah, that's what I've got going on for my journaling this year, and I will do a flip through of this one eventually for you. But thanks so much for watching, and I guess I better get to work. Catch you later. Bye. If you're still here, I forgot to share my chaotic school planners. This is my grade book, and it is actually a Chinese language handwriting book. So this is what Chinese they use in Chinese class to practice handwriting. Pretty cool. I use it for my grades. And then this is just another notebook that I'm using for planning. And this will give you an idea of how absolutely chaotic my school life is right now. It's just 100% insane ever since I started teaching chemistry. So, you know, this is keeping me on track.